Hello, monsters about here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Vortex campaign and part 15 of my Luther Harkin Patreon playthrough. I knew you bastards would move when I did that. You motherfucker. Right, we're at the pools of, I don't know, what, the Sacred Pools? One of those, it's the Wood Elf settlement in Lustria, that one, we're there. And they weren't moving, so I got Frederica of Penzance to try and draw their attention, which has worked quite successfully. Now Frederica of Penzance is making a daring but rather slow getaway as she gets pelted with poisoned javelins. However, she has successfully managed to draw the enemy towards me, so that's good. I mean, not necessarily for her. We're spotted. We've got Blessed Horned Ones and Blessed Cold One riders on the flanks. They've got several nasty engine of the gods there. They've got an engine of stake. They've got quite a lot of nasty units here. Fortunately, we've got rusty firearms. Turns out, pretty fucking effective. Pretty fucking effective. Spawning in a lovely rotting Prometheans. It's going to keep them busy. Frederica of Penzance probably should have pulled her back a little bit. That's foreshadowing. The Croxicles being tanked, and we've got the Depth Guards. Now the Depth Guards are pretty fucking effective. A lot of people don't like the Depth Guard. I think they're quite expensive for what they do compared to, say, you know, guns. But if you want to keep people at arm's length rather than, you know, killing your gun guys, then you can't get much better than Depth Guard with polearms. On the flank, we're not doing very well. The Stitchettes are getting murdered by Blessed Horned Ones. Oh well, never mind. Generally fine. That Stegidon is down. The Depth Guard continuing to tank the Blessed Saurus Warriors and Temple Guards. So far, so good. I mean, Frederica of Penzance again, very surrounded. I definitely should have got her out of here. Unfortunately, this Blessed Carnosaur spotted her, and holy shit, does this thing shreds. This thing super fucking shreds. Frederica's in a lot of trouble. She's spawning in more Prometheans. It's just getting, and now she's sad. She's sad she's being eaten by a dinosaur, which is understandable, but maybe fucking buck it up, eh? There's a lot of people very sad about a lot of things, and yes, being eaten by a giant Carnosaur is pretty high up on the list, but god damn it. Anyway, the Slam Mage Priest is getting shot. I mean, that's the problem when you're sitting in your hover chair. Really should consider some sort of, you know, I mean, the Pope's got a Pope-mobile, hasn't he? And that's got like a gun-proof shield. If the Slan were so smart, should have put a gun-proof shield on it. Didn't, and this is what they get. Chopped up by vampires. More Croxicles coming in. But the Lizardmen are starting to thin out. Frederica's spawned in rotting Prometheans held the line just long enough. And our lizards are fleeing for their pathetic lives. Oh, I should say there was a poll. There's a poll up, and it's all about what campaign we should play next. Currently, Volkmar's winning. So if you want to vote, vote. Otherwise, I'll be playing Volkmar.
Victory.
Ah, Frederica of Penzance. We shall not see her like again. Unless I remember to put immortality on her, in which case it'll be fine. I'm going to sack this. Wait, was she killed or wounded? Where was it? Wounded. It's fine. She'll be back. She'll be back. And we have completed our quest. Hooray! Finally! We got round to it. I forgot that it gives him his magic as well. So we should definitely do that. How much infamy have we got now? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm just going to keep going. Ooh. The Cursed Bullion of Bogenhafen. Ah, get the Gallows Giants and Slan Gold, which is awful. But we can wait. Before I do that, where's our army? You know what? We're fine. We're absolutely. You know what? I was a little bit worried. Do we have the oomph? But I think I think we definitely do have the oomph.
That mob of reptilian scoundrels travelled far for their precious gold. It must be important. What are they hiding? What secrets does it contain? The winds of magic have shunned me for too long. My thoughts constantly at odds with one another. All the while, those bulbous, slant-toed priests conjure great spells for their futile causes. And now they hide behind the glyph-enchanted tower. I must reconnect with my powers. I must silence the voices in my head. Forward, deckhands! Bring me that slan gold, or I'll send you back to your watery graves!
Yeah, that got their attention. So we've pulled up because they've basically created a choke point for themselves, which is not a super good idea when you're going to be charging into a hail of gunfire, which is exactly what these guys are going to be. Basically, I've just lined up all of my gun units, and these guys are just going to charge down and get torn to shreds. I can't see these chameleon skinks, but already they're pretty dead. Just because they're getting clipped by, holy shit, just so much gunfire. The Saurus Old Blood is charging in. Reinforcements arrive, but they are so far away they will take friggin' ages to arrive. Now, the objective says, defeat the Guardians and gain a powerful magical ability. Right, well, they're dead. And next, some tentacles coming in there just to keep them busy. I mean, this is just brutal. This is just an absolute slaughter. How's it going, lads? Not great? Yeah. Okay, good. Well, you know, you did your best. You did your best. I'm just on the lookout for... Has anyone managed to get any kills? No. Nope. And they're all dead. Now, the magical ability it gives you is like a very... It takes about 4 seconds to go off. It's a tiny little AoE that does like a little spot of damage. A bit like that Thunderbolt spell that the Wind Wizards get. So it's kind of like that, but significantly less impressive. So I wouldn't really say it's going to help me all that much, but that's fine. The enemy reinforcements are approaching, but they're going to take quite a while to reach us while we take up a defensive position up on the hill over here and basically turn... You know, we used the choke point one way, and now we're going to use it the other way. Now, I could make you watch all of these guys march all the way to death, but I'm going to speed it up because otherwise we'll be waiting quite a while. Alright, finally they're getting into range. Here they come, getting bombarded. As you can see, we've taken up a lovely little position up here, a commanding position up on the hill. It's fantastic. I mean, even if we didn't have the choke point, I wouldn't be super worried about this army. And we have the choke point, which means this is going to be an absolute friggin' slaughter. Already they're getting smacked by the Shade Wraith Gunners, who aren't the most effective at killing. I think are they like anti-large units, really? I don't feel like they are. I mean, they're good arm piercing, but I don't know, they just never seem to... They do alright, I guess. They do fine. You can see also they're getting bombarded by artillery. There we go. Getting lots of damage in there. And they're almost into range of the handguns. And then, of course, yeah, this Carnosaur is he's down to half health in one volley. We're going to be using our rhymey thing, sea shanty. That's the one. That Carnosaur is dead. Yep. Okay. Good. And we've got some cavalry trying to charge us across The open ground here, how's that working out for them? Not very well by the looks of it. Yep, nope, that's not worked. And more cavalry Cold-Born Riders over here. Nope, okay. So now, I mean, if the fast units didn't manage to close the gap before getting absolutely devastated, I'm not 100% sure the infantry, the foot-slogging, poor, slow bastard infantry is going to have much effect. Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, they're giving it a go, though. I think the old ones put this on the plaque. Like, one day, a big old undead loony will try and get his magic back, and he will fucking wreck you. I mean, won't even be close. Holy shit. Revivification crystal is, yep, gone. You really need to bring more, like, a lot more revivification crystals. I mean, yeah, a lot more.
The Pirate King only knows victory.
Who the hell did we lose? Oh. One of the black spot died. He probably had like a heart attack or something. Jesus, that was brutal. A united mind can cast spells on Lord of the Deeps. Having long sought the means to regain his former spellcasting abilities, Luther's desire to repair his damaged mind has finally been realised. For years, the mental instabilities caused by his multiple personalities have prevented him from wielding the winds of magic, but no more. The Lord of Deep eludes him no longer. All shall fear the Pirate King more than they have ever before. And that thing. Good. Alright, well that's the main thing. I wanted the spellcasty bit. That's pretty much the main bit. Right, okay, good. So I'm just gonna meander up there. All of this is surplus requirements now. I don't need it.
Admiral of the fleet.
I do not need it. Celostra? Indeed. Now, you...
Relentless march.
Oh, wait, no, you're not marching, are you? No, you're not marching. You mean relentless march. Moonraker? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Got some lizards massing down here, but I'm pretty fine with that, to be honest. I don't really care about any of this. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, a couple of black arcs. No, don't hit Lothern. That's making me some money. Go and piss off. Cat Marken, come and do something about it. Does Tauren Rock's not making enough money? I don't know. What, you know, you try and put pirate codes in. You're creating jobs for the local economy, or at least stealing money from the local economy. One of the two. I can't remember which one it is. And they go and burn it down. I don't know. Absolutely fucking unbelievable. Alright. Charge bonus of speed for Rotting Leviathans. Yes, let's get that. That feels good. Because when we go into the final battle, and we will, because it's just what you do. Hello? Hello there? You didn't blunder into our ambush. But, I mean, you've got a couple of lasers. Now, that's not great, because they will be magical attacks. We've also got an Arc of Sotek. But, you do just have a lot of skinks, which actually not that big a problem for me.
They shall sing for death.
There's quite a lot of, you know, potentially quite nasty units in this army, particularly because we're focused on a lot of ghosties, and they've got units that fire magical beams of devastating light and ion cannons. So that's not great. We'll be fine though. Already, we've got the... You know what, Deck Droppers always been a little bit sort of like, yeah, about Deck Droppers, but they are really drawing off quite a section of this army. You know, for 3 units, they're drawing off 5 units of the enemy, which means I don't have to deal with them. They are spawning in feral cold ones. However, our sirens are quickly overrunning them, terrifying them, and they are then running away. Now, of course, the nice thing about Celostra is she can summon in her damned questing knights. So we've got the Sea Shanty second verse. popping on, so we're going to rush down to engage this Salamander hunting pack. And extra bonus, it looks like the engine of the gods is actually firing on the questing knights and missing the rest of my units, which is really nice. Richard is rushing to his death because anything is better than having to put up with Solostra for 5 seconds more. So he's decided to charge into a Feral Bastiliodon and tank a whole load of Sarah's spears. We're concentrating fire on, well, anything really. Cast a little thunderbolt there. It's done a little bit of damage to us, but it's fine. A Wind of Death is going to carve its way through these Saurus warriors. Not an upgraded one, but I mean, that did enough. Those questing knights are tanking that delightfully, getting a lot of artillery shots into there, which is very, very good. The deck droppers have managed to wipe out the unit of Skink Cohort, which were returning fire on them, and they can now chase down these units. God, Richard is tanking literally everyone. It's amazing stuff. Like 3 Bastiliodons and a host of Saurus warriors, and he's just face tanking the lot of them. It's very impressive. If he wasn't trying to get out of, you know, dealing with Solostra for the Ark of Sotek is such a bad unit. It doesn't do anything. Well, that's not true. It's fine against units that basically don't matter, like, you know, Skaven Slaves and Clan Rats and shit. I mean, for those units, it's okay. But then everything's okay against those units. You don't really need a specific unit to deal with stuff like that. Another unit's being spawned, Feral Kobolds, and I haven't even fucking noticed. They're going to eat my... Oh no. Right, Slosh's charging down to engage the Skink Priests. We should be fine. We've got some Sirens backing them up. We're going to be able to deal with those. Yeah, the cold ones, we've spotted them, taking them out before the mortars get too sad. It was very close though. I reckon 10 seconds longer and that unit of mortars would have been gone. That Skink Priest is getting a broadside of hand cannon and he's not liking it. Richard is still right in the middle. He's just taking on everyone. Absolutely everyone. And look, they've routed. Richard's managed to defeat the entire army. He's like, come back, you cowards! Kill me! Kill me! Solostra mopping up. Sure, replenishment.
One part of me wants to hear you speak. Another wants to kill you.
No guessing for which parts. It's not what you think. You're going to declare war on me, are you? Okay, well, alright. I mean, I like having people to kill, because I can loot them afterwards. You assaulted me? Oh, you little shit, just because you couldn't win that fight. How much infamy did we get last? It only shows 50. I guess because that would have been rolled into whatever we had last time. But we're about 1,000 away. If my maths is not... Yeah, it's about that. Hello. We tried a little attack, didn't we? It didn't work. Exactly. I cannot abide unsophisticated rabble. It's my #1 pet hate. That and rude people. Okay, we'll just finish them off. And raise it. And those dweebs are out of here. Marcus is wandering around, but we've decided we're bored with killing him, so that's fine. We're getting there. We're getting there. We just need to kill a few more people, like these jerks. Was that Imeric? That was Imeric. Oh well.
All their valuables are mine.
Raise. It's all about the infamy. And oh, we're very, very close actually. A lot closer than I thought we would be. It's quite surprising. Hello. Hello. Hello there.
Yes?
I'm just going to stay there, I think. I might need to return to help out, because I feel like none of you are gold chevron yet, but you're very close, so I'm going to go in sold weapons, because that's the missile strength, and as we've seen, that can be quite strong. Poor Richard, still alive. Well, I mean, you know, technically. It can be Woundmaker. Let's do a little Woundmaker.
You will listen.
Richard. Listen to me, Richard. Richard, you're not listening to me. I am listening to you, dear. Richard. Doom and Darkness. Sure. And Paul Stitch. No Stitchettes. Never mind. Let's go. I could...
King of the Vampire Coast.
Because we could get the Gallows Giants. Which... Oh, he's got the flamethrower thing, hasn't he? Is that right? I'm fairly sure he has the flamethrower thing. Is that good? I don't know. Now, from what I recall, about the last battle, they do throw a lot of direballs at you, and my concern is, with the rotting leviathans as they are, they're not going to be able to hold back. We'll probably be okay. I think we'll be all right. I've got slight concern. I might get another rotting leviathan, maybe. Drop the mortars, get the necrophects and the rotting prometheans, and maybe do that. I think that's my plan. Money wise, not looking great, but we've got plenty of general income. I mean, we've got a nice big hoard, so we don't have to stress too much. But we might dip into negative income potentially. So that's something we just got to keep an eye on.
Know that my deckhand's rotten eyes watch you closely.
Hello, military access, and you're going to give me money. I will accept that. More than happy to take your cash. Don't really care about losing those settlements, even if it is a gold mine. Just genuinely not bothered. We are going to move Luther over to the set because I think that last army will spawn. Oh fuck! We need loyalty levels low. What? Really?
Serve for eternity.
What's your thing again? You're a murderer. Okay, well, fine. Do you want to go and murder these guys?
They are shark baits.
Wanna go and...
Cutlass is ready.
There you go.
I am
Does that cheer you up any? Have some loyalty.
Sail.
There you go. Cheered you up, doesn't it?
Undead
Right, you're feeling all chipper now, aren't you? There you go. I mean, you lost most of your army, but I don't... You know, it's fucking... It's zombies, so, you know, what you gonna do? I'm gonna get some of them. I don't even know why. I like the artwork. That's where I'm going with that. Okay, gonna meander in this direction. Head over to the Pools of Despair. We are looking at... Okay, we're very, very close. If we just pop down there for a sec.
Ahoy.
Move you back over here because we've raised that. Let's scamper over here. Of course, I must remember that I can always encamp as a vampire. And that always it's always going to give you a little bit of replenishment. We could go in and kill this army down here. That's a potential option. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. But I do need
My madness is not weakness.
the barb launcher. Now, you might think that launches people called Barb. That is true. But it turns out that's not as effective as launching very sharp pieces of metal. Barbs just tend to just bounce. They tend to be quite petite women just splatter. It doesn't really... I mean, it's the shock tactics are there, but realistically the metal's just better. You know, that's science for you. Oh, God, I kept thinking, right, so we've got at least 1, 2, at least 3 more turns, but I think do we have the money? No. Well, we might do. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. We'll do some sacking. We'll do a little bit more raising. It's all going to come together. You just wait. Yeah. Oh, Teehees. Oh my God. Jesus, Teehee. That's a nightmare to deal with for us. I mean, you know, we can only shoot so many of the buggers. There's that many. Oof. That's really quite obnoxious. That might need to get lost. Hello, Stretch. Defensive Alliance. I don't think you have very much, so I'm going to say no. I just don't see the benefit for me. You see, Tretch? And plus, your name is literally the start of treachery, which doesn't... If you were called Jeremy, I might feel a little bit more comfortable, but as it is... You're getting assaulted all over. Clan Moulder's dead. Sudenburg is destroyed. We're going to head north. Because it looks like Teehee's on the warpath. When isn't he? He probably wants me to read his fucking book. Literally the worst. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Right, we got the second barb. We got the barb launch. We got dart launcher. Then we got barb launcher. Gaff launcher. That's where you launch people who work in garages, I guess. And then a trident launcher. And then finally we get the harpoon launcher. And that's what we need to achieve the campaign victory. So we need to build all of that. But first, let's kill some high elves. And then potentially some Teehee. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Unfortunately, I can't really... I mean, I guess maybe the poll should be... Do we wipe out do we launch an attack on Teehee, right? Or do I just hold the line? Do I wait for him to come to me? Or do I get Solostra and Gravy Jones and whatever the other one's called and head south and get myself some lovely leather lizard skin? So, to be honest, that doesn't really appeal to me as a sofa. It's not really my kind of thing. But if it is would you like to buy a lizard skin sofa from me? That'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.